Hello again, business networkers, course creators, and media messengers, AI media messengers in particular. So we're back on Gamma to create a PDF for media messengers. This is where you can create a media message or you can create a course, a PDF course for the Great Discovery. So I'm showing you Gamma, and welcome back, Ron Horry, because I'm doing this like a morning cooking show to help you cook up a course or a media message. So we're going to open what we created again here. And this is the gamma that we have created. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to use the ChatGPT content that we created this morning for the course title and everything. So I'm going to grab the copy from the ChatGPT. We've got the course title, and really you can clean it up. But I'm going to cooking up kind connections because that's one of the beautiful things that ChatGPT does. It creates kind messaging for super simple solutions and for creating new content basically every day. So now I'm going to copy and paste this so I can post it right into the Gamma. And I'm going to click on the plus sign here. Don't forget this video is you can pause it, you can stop it, and you can clean up the stuff at your own leisure. It's pretty easy when you use Gamma to cut stuff. So I'm going to cut some stuff like this, and you can clean up your own Gamma pretty easily. And the great thing is Gamma uses tremendous customer support that is both human and AI. So you can get it really, really fast. You can come back here and I will clean up this gamma before I post it onto the Great Discovery platform. But I wanted to show you how you can use everything that you created in ChatGPT into a PDF. And, this is the era of AI. So if I were you, I would kind of go with get rid of the new standards of AI. And it's kind of like progress, not perfectionism. And if you wait for AI to get perfect, you're going to really miss the gigantic window of opportunity that exists right now. Now, I can make this text larger, and this is one of the beauties of learning to use Gamma because it's pretty easy. I can make it large text, like pull it up to large text right here. Pretty simple to do to make it easy to read. And look how much content we are expanding in this PDF to cook up a new course with Gamma. So I'm also going to show you how I created this video. I did it in multiple steps, but you can also just leave it as an audio for podcast listening, and you can give people. Now I am on Zoom, so I'm recording all of this on Zoom, and then I can download it. I already downloaded the first version, the first part of the recipe that I created, and I've downloaded that to my desktop. So we also have the recipe that we ask for right here. So part of this is the prompt for Gamma. And this is all part of teaching how I have created so many courses on the Great Discovery with PDFs. I will go through how we change this into a course for Gamma or for the Great Discovery, sorry, and how we can do that. So now I've done this, get my thoughts straight. So now I'm going to publish it first as a website. And this is important for me because I have the free AI Super Campus that I am working over the next 6 months from July, starting really now, into turning it into a legitimate nonprofit. Right now, it's just a free AI Super Campus. It's not a legal nonprofit, but that's what I want to do over the upcoming months. So I'm networking about that. So if anybody knows a lot about nonprofits and you want to collaborate with me or connect me with me, or if you want to learn how to set up your own nonprofit, stay tuned to the AI Super Campus because we're going to be talking about doing it, networking about it, and we want to make that happen. But like I say, I'm a big believer in uh, networking, love local networking, and learn to use it for cooking up courses and media marketing messages and storytelling and everything else that you want to put out. So now I've saved this as a course, so I publish it and I can go to the course to the website And so if you need a website, you can get a website for free on Gamma, and I'll show you what the website looks like right now. So now we are on the actual website that has been created in like an AI minute, and now I can spend as much or little time. But it's so much easier to use Gamma because, like I said, we want to cross the great divide and build bridges across all thinking, spiritual and political, to really use Gamma to create kind messages that connect with people. That's really my mission with the AI Super Campus. And then I'm also training people how to use Gamma, which you're looking at right now, and all the visuals of it, to become, and this is separate, something else that I'm building. I am also creating the Love AI magazine. And if you are interested in becoming a contributor to Love AI magazine, which I'm going to be promoting through multiple media channels and even on national radio, then that's part of what you can learn at the AI Super Campus is how to become a course creator, a magazine creator, and really get exposure broadly. And that's really what this video is about, so that you can listen to this on the walk. And I'm going to show you how to do an audio for it, so to help people to learn more about your messaging while they're on the go, while they're busy doing the things that they love. And I tried to put it into this format of learning how to cook up new courses and do it on your own time frame, at your own pace, using the video to stop and start and share it. So this is one part of a Gamma, is to create a website. And there are millions and millions. Last count, there were about 50 million users of Gamma worldwide. So this is totally proven. You can edit the buttons, and right over here, I won't go into a full Gamma training right now, but you learn on the go, step by step. You don't have to learn it all in one stop or one day, and you can learn it through podcast listening on the go and education. So anyway, now let's go back to the source that I used to create the website, and that is the Gamma platform, because I want to show you what else you can do with Gamma for the great discovery. Now, you can come over here to share. And once you come to share, you can export. So you can export this Gamma that we just created, you saw me cook up, export to a PDF. Well, now, once I export it to a PDF and download it, I take this course and now I can upload this PDF multimedia with audio or video, because I also downloaded from the first Zoom meeting, the audio of the first Zoom meeting. This is the second Zoom meeting on creating a course. So I'm also going to be downloading the video, the transcript, which is vitally important to be able to understand how to use transcripts for some people. But I want to keep this as simple for people that really want to keep it as simple as possible. My motto is keep innovating simple solutions. So for simple course creators, you go to ChatGPT, you ask it to help you create a course, you take what it puts out and you move it over here to a free account on Gamma, and then you can create it. So I'm going to be downloading this Gamma after I edit it. I'll download it so I can upload it as a course to the Great Discovery platform. So this is part of what I do. Now, I'm also going to show you right now how I created this video. And again, I'm going to share a little bit of the video so you can hear it, because I think it's really important. This is how I use Gamma and ChatGPT to create my AI co-host to do the podcast listening, talking for me. So this is what it sounds like.
That feeling, right? That surge of inspiration, maybe a message you have to share.
Now I have to optimize. I'm on Zoom, so I need to optimize the audio so that you can hear it for this course. So again, I have to go to share computer audio, and I've done that. And now I'm going to share the
brilliant course idea. It feels amazing, but then somehow you hit these unexpected walls. Things just grind to a halt. That shift from pure excitement to frustration, it's incredibly common, actually, even for really passionate people. So today on the deep dive, we're really going to explore this whole journey of becoming what's called a media messenger, especially now in the age of AI. We'll look at how to navigate those roadblocks, those things that stop you using some surprisingly powerful and often free AI solutions that you might already have access to.
Okay, now I'm going to continue playing a little bit of it, but I want to point out you're hearing one of my two AI co-hosts. You're going to hear a woman talking as well to explain my position, my story, my and even part of my origin story. So listen to what you're going to hear from her, and I'm going to show you how to do this in case you don't want to do the talking.
And the source material for this, well, it comes from a really interesting figure, Mike Hayes. He's got this background as a two-time Peabody Award-winning researcher, a documentarian from NBC TV and radio. But then he shifted into the direct response media world, becoming this American dream creator figure, doing lots of interviews. What's fascinating is how he's now merging that whole life story, that deep media experience, with a really forward-looking vision for AI and business and, well, community growth.
Okay, so our mission.
Okay, so let me stop it and point out what is happening here. Yes, you are hearing a testimonial from my two AI co-hosts about me. So could you call it self-serving? Yeah, it's publicity. So yes, it is. It does serve me. There's no doubt about it. But it can also serve you. And I want to point out to you what my mentor Bob Proctor taught me about testimonials, that the only thing you need to be a testimonial is somebody talking about you who is not you. So when these two AI co-hosts are talking about you, just as they are talking about me right now, that serves as a powerful testimonial for you, your origin story, your narrative storytelling, your AI business networking stories, whatever it is that you want to share or post or whatever you want to do with it. So I want to point this out because I'm going to I'm going to gather all of this information and I'm going to turn it into another course that I can use with my AI co-host. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. And I learned this by networking. And okay, I'm an expert at media marketing with decades and decades of experience, but I'm also an expert at understanding the power of networking. So when I networked with my longtime friend, Ron Horry, who I'm talking to right now, and I'm kind of using Ron as my student. He is a avid lifelong learner, an amazing guy. He is an agent with FinFit Life. It's an amazing company, and he loves FinFit Life, and he is really passionate about sharing it. So, and it's great, and he does a brilliant job. So let me grab everything on this gamma and show you how you can pull it into a simple Google Doc as an example and share it. And I use Google Docs a lot because they're simple to use and most people can create a Google Doc on Chrome and you can search how to do that if you don't already know how to do that. But I won't go into that because that's pretty broad public kind of information that almost anybody can learn how to use. Okay, I have my Google Doc open, and don't forget, we talked about how you can share this gamma to create your PDF. You just come up here to share. And again, you're going to have this video to pause it, think about it, use it, break it down. Once you learn this stuff over your lifetime, you're going to be able to use it for steady Eddie media marketing, as I've done for many, many years to create a solid, sustainable business system that I call Steady Eddie as a AI media messenger. Before I called it media messaging, help my clients sell hundreds of millions of dollars of products and services. So let's move on now to creating your AI co-host. If you want to do a podcast, let me show you a really cool way that I have learned from networking with my friend Ron Horry. And you can do that too if you are a business networker. Now I'm going to copy and paste this entire gamut, everything it will let me pull out of it that I've just created. And I've got that. So now I'm highlighting it, I'm copying it, and I'm going to paste it into a brand new Google Doc. So here's my Google Doc, and I've just pasted everything into this Google Doc, just like that. Now I'm going to name it. I don't put the date here, I put it up here, but I organize my Google Docs, which I use a lot, by date. So I'm going to put July 26. Or 26. So I can find it pretty easily. And I've been doing this for a long time. So I'll put 2025. And now I've got a Google Doc. Now you're going to see another modern media miracle, just like Gamma, I think, is a modern media miracle, and everything we've done to create the recipe for cooking up a new course or cooking up a media message for networking as an AI activated media messenger. I love this. So now what I want to do is I want to copy the doc, the link right here. So I grab the link to the doc. And now what Ron taught me is about another AI, because this is ChatGPT networking. So we are opening up another AI cousin of ChatGPT, and this is from Google, and it is called Notebook LM. So I'm going to put in I'm going to open up Notebook LM, and like Gamma, this is my account on Notebook LM. Okay, so I'm going to create a new one. I want to create a new Notebook LM, learning, machine learning or learning LM. I forget right now what the LM is for, but it's one of those things, machine learning basically. And so we're going to create AI co-hosts talking about what we have just shared so that I can create another course. I can create an audio because I can upload audio. I love podcast listening, education on the go, and I can upload that to the Great Discovery. So for me, my two key components are AI Super Campus number one, uh, the Great Discovery course platform number two, where I'm posting my free courses. And then number three, for people who take my free courses on the Great Discovery or by registering at the AI Super Campus, number three, once they become proficient at media messaging to create courses or for networking, I would love to invite them to talk to me about becoming a regular contributor to something that I'm creating, and that is called Love AI Magazine, because you've just seen the things that Gamma can do. So it's a pretty great way to use the strengths that Gamma and AI can offer us. And as I want to remind you, it just works. AI works no matter who you are. If you have no confidence, it works. If you are a right-wing Republican, it works. If you are a left-wing progressive Democrat, it works. If you believe in God deeply, it works. If you don't believe in God, it works. So it is the platform that just works and works and works and energizes you. So look at the energy that I can bring to my podcast by creating a new presentation on Notebook LM, create a dialogue between my two AI co-hosts that I can post on YouTube. I will post in the course and I can share it. So now I'm creating something new. And look what it asks for. You can upload documentation. You can upload a Google Doc, just like this. And I prep my Google Docs with origin story about me. So, and you can do the same thing. You can promote and put your origin story telling into your Google Doc as well, so that the AI co-hosts know who you are and will refer to you just like you will hear them refer to me. So I'm going to pause here and make sure I've got my own prompt. Okay, so here's my prompt. And I asked ChatGPT to write this prompt for me because of all of the conversations that I've had. So this is the prompt that ChatGPT networking wrote for me. Now, if you put your origin story into Notebook LM, as I have done, and you are seeing it right here, then the two AI co-hosts that you're about to hear will be talking about you. So what ChatGPT came up with for me is Mike Hayes, a typical American with an average upbringing and education, until fortune delivered to him a one-of-a-kind, extraordinary, transformative education as a young employee at NBC TV and radio networks in New York, where he became a two-time Peabody Award-winning researcher and documentarian, a longtime American dream creator and interviewer from the direct response media industry. He is the creator of the Great Discovery AI Super Campus, podcast listening for American dream creators and global dream creators, combining innovation with human connection. Now, the rest of it, you've seen more about this from what we just created with ChatGPT. So now I'm going to show you how to input this into Notebook LM. So we have the link right here. We copied it. We're opening up Notebook LM, which Ron Horry introduced to me. I'm clicking on that. I'm going to add the Google Doc, and there it is. Now I just click on it. I insert it just like this. And now I click on generate because now I am creating the co-host, the AI co-host, and you're going to hear them talk for me. So I can be on camera or on voice right now, as I am right now, as I'm cooking up this course with you as a chef of courses, which is kind of fun. I think it's an interesting way to do it because it's fun to create things that people are maybe more familiar with. And a lot of people have learned how to cook or create meals or bake things from videos that they can use right in their kitchen. Well, you can use this right on your desk or wherever you like to work to create your course for the Great Discovery and participate with the AI Super Campus. So take your time with it. Now it is rendering and it will take a while. So I'm going to pause the video, let it kind of render. And just like a chef, you have to let things bake in the oven sometimes for a while to get ready or be at a certain temperature and that kind of thing. As you learn how to cook, you can learn how to create courses, even if you are doing both. Maybe you're learning how to cook and creating a course and networking. So that's what I want to do is I want to teach people how I have become an AI activated media messaging ager. So I want to age gracefully with the help and the energy of AI as I continue aging and continuing my long-term relationship with my wife of many, many years. This is what I want to do. So I'm going to push pause as I'm creating this course for you so we can watch it baking here for a while. And then you're going to hear, I think you'll be pretty astounded when you hear the AI co-hosts of courses or podcasts or whatever, however we want to use them. Okay, it's only been just a few minutes later, and we are back with a fully rendered co-host offering, AI co-host offering of a 12-minute and 20-second podcast listening episode. Now you see it here on the account of Notebook LM. But I'm going to show you how you can download it right here. You just click on here. You can download it to your desktop. And then I do want to ask, and I'm going to reach out to support at the Great Discovery because they will take audio, but they take MP3. I want to ask them to take an MA4 and a WAV file and being able to upload that to the Great Discovery because there are outputs from AI that will, like, for example, if you are using voice memos on your iPhone or on your laptop, it will put out what's called a MA4, which is very, very low uh, file size, a very small file size, or a WAV, which is bigger. Now, Notebook LM will put out a WAV file, so I can't upload, but you can use Audible to change it from, which is kind of a pain, to change it from a WAV to an MP3. So that's why I'm going to reach out and ask if they will change the audio, because I love the fact that you can upload an audio into a Great Discovery course. I really, really love it because that's why I promote podcast listening on the go. But listen to what you just watched me create step by step from ChatGPT to Gamma to now Notebook LM so that we now have these two AI co-hosts talking about the course that we just created. So let's listen to them so you can hear them for yourself. And this is the first time I'm hearing them myself too.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something really interesting, how AI might actually change how we communicate, how we connect.
Yeah, moving beyond just, making things faster towards real understanding.
Exactly. And we're focusing on the work of Mike Hayes. He's a two-time Peabody Award winner, researcher, documentarian.
Right, from NBC. And his journey's pretty unique, came from an average background, but got this, transformative education along the way.
And that background really shapes his whole approach now, doesn't it?
It really does. He spent a long time in direct response media, working with what he calls American dream creators.
People trying to build things using digital tools.
Precisely, interviewing them, helping them. And that, combined with his storytelling skills, it led to the Great Discovery AI Super Campus podcast library.
Okay, AI Super Campus sounds ambitious.
It is, I think. It's for these dream creators, both in the US and globally, trying to mix AI innovation with, real human connection.
And he has these love local networking strategies too.
Uh-huh. That's all about leveling the playing field for small business owners, using community, accessible methods. It's like his whole story, the media awards, the direct response, the community focus, it all just kind of flows into this vision for AI and business growth.
It's a compelling mix. And this leads to his practical guide, right? Cooking up kind connections. Become an AI-activated media messenger.
That's the one. Think of it like a blueprint. Using tools we know, like ChatGPT, Zoom, Gamma.
Gamma for presentations.
Yeah, using them to find simple solutions, everyday life, business, and he frames it all as a cooking show.
A cooking show. Okay, tell me more about that.
Well, the idea is you're preparing these multimedia recipes. It's designed to hit different learning styles, watching, reading, doing.
Makes sense. And there's a secret ingredient.
There is.
Yeah.
And it's kindness. That's central.
Kindness. So the mission is exploring how AI can help us communicate with kindness.
Exactly. Especially with people who seem like, polar opposites, politics, religion, whatever the belief.
Big divides.
Huge divides. The goal is using AI messages to build bridges across those divides.
So by the end of this, you'd understand not just how to maybe build a course using AI.
Right, but also how to promote it, how to network effectively, how to really spark connection and collaboration.
It's quite a journey Mike Hayes has been on, from broadcast journalism, winning awards, to now empowering entrepreneurs.
Yeah, it really highlights his commitment, doesn't it? Helping people use these new tools for something positive.
And connecting it back, his time at NBC, direct response, now this AI super campus, it all seems to point towards this very practical, forward-looking AI approach.
Absolutely. And his focus on love local networking, that's not just like a side project. It feels fundamental. Making powerful stuff accessible for small businesses everywhere.
Okay, let's dive back into that cooking show idea. It's such a relatable metaphor for the course, cooking up kind connections.
It really is. You're basically like your digital kitchen counter, your laptop, tablet, notepad. Those are your ingredients.
For making media messages.
Yeah, impactful ones. And the multimedia recipe approach, it blends different ways of learning, watching, reading, doing it yourself.
So it's not just dumping information.
Not at all. The aim is to create something, rich, nourishing, and genuinely easy to share. Like a good recipe. It makes digital creation feel digestible.
And that emphasis on kindness, you said it's the core ingredient, seems really relevant right now.
Oh, absolutely critical. The course really gets into using AI specifically to foster understanding, to bridge those differences we talked about.
Even with really, really different views. Politics, religion.
Especially then. That's the challenge it tackles. Can AI help us create those bridges that span the great divides? Can it foster connection where you'd normally just find arguments?
It's a powerful goal. So if kindness is the main ingredient, what are the key tools, the pots and pans in this AI Media Messenger toolkit?
Okay, yeah, the toolkit. It boils down to 3 main tools, and they're meant to work together pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
First, you've got ChatGPT. And Mike's perspective here is interesting. It's not just for, writing stuff.
More than a content generator.
Much more. He sees it as a vital communication filtering system, helping you craft messages that are genuinely kind, thoughtful.
How does that work in practice? Like a filter?
Well, he suggests prompts like taking a statement that might be divisive, feeding it to ChatGPT, and asking it to rephrase it by focusing on shared human values.
Ah, stripping out the loaded language.
Exactly. Finding the common ground underneath. So instead of just stating your strong opinion, the AI helps you frame it as maybe a shared problem we need to solve together, using neutral, empathetic language.
Okay, I see. That's clever. What's next?
Next up is Gamma. That's the tool for building really visually appealing multimedia presentation.
Right, presentations.
But the really neat trick here is how easily Gamma converts those presentations into PDF recipe cards.
Recipe cards. Like literal recipe cards.
Sort of. Perfect for course platforms like his Great Discovery one. He uses prompts in Gamma to actually build in visuals like a whisk next to a laptop, he suggests, and elements like ingredients, steps, serving suggestions.
Huh. So it visually reinforces the cooking metaphor. Makes it easy to follow.
Exactly. Very engaging, super clear.
And the third tool?
That's Zoom. Pretty straightforward. It's for delivering the message live, connecting with people anywhere, recording your sessions to build out that course library.
Got it. So ChatGPT for the kind message crafting, Gamma for the visual recipe, and Zoom for delivery and recording.
And the key is they work together seamlessly. So anyone can create professional looking stuff. You don't need a tech background. It embodies that kind connections idea.
That's a really practical toolkit. So you've got the tools, the ingredients. What are the actual steps Mike lays out to, cook up your course?
He breaks it down into 4 clear steps, makes it feel manageable.
Okay, step 1.
Brainstorm with ChatGPT. This is where you really work with the AI. Refining your core ideas, getting the structure right, creating outlines that are accessible.
Using it to articulate things kindly and clearly from the start.
That's the idea. Get the foundation right. Step 2 is design in Gamma.
Taking the outline and making it visual.
Right. Turning those ideas into engaging slides. Adding the multimedia bits that appeal to different learners, like plating the dish, making it look good.
Makes sense. Step 3.
Export as PDF. This is super practical. It makes creating shareable materials really easy, ready to upload to a platform like The Great Discovery or just send out directly.
Simple and effective. And the final step.
Share your message. This is where you use those AI-honed communication skills, promoting your course, getting it out there.
Through local networking you mentioned.
Both local networking and global digital channels, making sure that kind message actually reaches people.
It's a clear roadmap. But what if someone listening isn't thinking about creating a course? How do these skills apply more broadly, say, just for regular business networking?
That's a really important point. These skills are, honestly, invaluable regardless. For networking, Mike really emphasizes his love local networking idea.
How does that give you traction?
Well, it gives you immediate feedback, for one. And using AI-enhanced communication lets you craft outreach that's really personalized, not just generic messages. It resonates more.
So less spammy, more genuine.
Definitely. And he talks about local networking being like a laboratory.
A lab for testing messages.
Yeah. You test your message, see what works, get direct feedback, then think about scaling it globally. He really believes those face-to-face relationships you build locally, they become your strongest advocates online.
So authentic connection powered by smarter communication. That's the secret sauce.
That's exactly how he puts it. It's the secret sauce for real-world impact.
Okay, this ties into something you mentioned earlier, what Mike Hayes sees as ChatGPT's most profound capability, being a great equalizer.
Yes, this is, I think, a really powerful insight he offers. He calls ChatGPT an amazing media messaging communication filter.
A filter again. How so, as an equalizer?
Well, his experience and what he teaches is that if you take your raw thoughts, maybe even a difficult or angry message, and run it through ChatGPT with the right prompts.
Like the kindness prompts.
Right. What comes out is transformed. It becomes, in his words, non-threatening, reasonable, logical, and painless to hear.
Wow. Painless ear, even for tough topics.
That's the claim. He genuinely seems to believe it can bridge that great divide we keep talking about. People with extremely different views, political, religious.
So it neutralizes the conflict. Finds the common ground.
It acts as the great equalizer,
The
great
great
neutralizer, yeah. By rephrasing things, focusing on shared values, stripping away the triggers.
That's a huge claim for AI.
It is, but the message is potent.
Hmm.
If we become these AI activators, these media messengers using kindness, we can actually help people, even those we disagree with fundamentally, to survive and thrive in this era of AI.
By focusing on learning together instead of fighting.
Exactly, mutual learning and growth, despite the disagreements.
Okay, so you've used the tools, you've crafted your kind message, it's filtered, equalized.
Mm-hmm.
How do you actually get it out there? How do you serve it?
He suggests a strategic progression, kind of in 3 stages.
Makes sense. Start small.
Exactly. Start locally. Hit the ground. In-person networking, local business groups, community events. Get that immediate real-world feedback.
Then what?
Then you refine through feedback. Take what you learned locally, those reactions as conversations, and go back to ChatGPT. Use it to hone the message further. More clarity, more impact, dial up that kindness filter based on real responses.
Okay, iterate based to feedback.
Right, and then you scale digitally. Now you use the whole AI toolkit, Gamma, Zoom, maybe other platforms to adapt that refined message for different online channels, different global audiences.
But keeping the core message consistent.
Keeping it consistent and kind, that's key.
It sounds like this whole recipe format is really built to work for different kinds of people, different ways of learning.
Oh, absolutely. It's designed for accessibility. For instance, for your visual learners, you've got the Gamma presentations with vibrant images, infographics, maybe video demos worked in.
And for auditory folks.
For auditory learners, there are narrated explanations, discussions within the course, lots of practical examples explained verbally.
Okay. What about people who need to, like, do things themselves, hands-on learners?
Yeah, covered too. For hands-on learners, there are interactive exercises, templates they can fill out, really clear step-by-step guides so they can immediately apply what they're learning.
So it feels like a recipe anyone can follow.
That's the goal. Clear instructions, regardless of how you learn best or how tech-savvy you are.
So wrapping this up, what are the big takeaways for you listening? We've talked about making messages clearer, more persuasive with AI.
Mastering some key AI tools, yeah, for multimedia courses or just better communication.
And crucially, building connections that can actually bridge some pretty big divides.
Definitely. And maybe a final thought to ponder, building on all this. Given this potential for AI to, like, filter our communication towards kindness, towards finding common ground.
Yeah.
How could we, as a global community, maybe use these capabilities? Could we actually tackle shared problems together? Find those simple solutions Mike Hayes talks about, but in ways that get around the usual arguments and roadblocks.
bypassing the usual points of conflict through better communication.
Hmm.
That's a powerful thought.
Makes you wonder.
Oh, it really does. So we encourage you to think about how you might use some of these ideas. Maybe in your own communication, maybe you are thinking about a course or just networking differently, or even just trying to connect better in your daily life.
All right, there you have it. So now, what does that mean to you? Okay, you've just heard it, but notice that I am also recording this on Zoom. Now, virtually anybody who wants to learn about using Zoom, again, pretty broadly accessible information of how to use Zoom, how to record on it, and even how to broadcast live on it. But the point is, what I can get from Zoom is the transcript of this entire recording, including what I just played in the Zoom. So this transcript I will be able to download, and I will be able to use it to create more courses with ChatGPT networking and some of the other ChatGPT offspring, uh, Perplexity, Claude, the list goes on, Copilot. And Copilot works really, really well for voices as well. But then it's easier if you are involved with Copilot. You are one of the co-hosts along with Copilot. But if you don't want to be on the air at all, then you can simply use Notebook LM as I've just done. Now, I want to show you how you can use this in your course for the Great Discovery. You can download it as I am doing right now. Now we have this downloaded as an audio. It is a wave. So there are online sites that you can use to convert from a wave. You see it's a wave file. That's the name of the type of file. It's a pretty big file. So you can't upload it currently to the Great Discovery platform. You need it to be an MP3, but you can convert it online to an MP3. There's multiple ways to do it, or an MA4 file, which is a really, really light file. So I'm going to pause for the moment. Okay, so let me show you what we've got here in terms of how I create the slides for the Great Discovery. I've created a keynote with slides that are 300 by 300 pixels, and that creates courses or slides that are this side. You can edit them, and there's a lot of things you can do, ChatGPT, networking channels, and so many things. Now, I like to create podcast listening courses so people can listen to them on the go, how you can do it faster. But I use Keynote. A lot of people like different platforms to create the slide that you have to have to promote your course on the Great Discovery, but I use Keynote. So I wanted to show you this. And I'm going to show you the downloads that I get. Now, this is the download that I got from Notebook LM, and this is a WAV file. Right now, you cannot upload that file of an audio to the Great Discovery. You can't upload audio. It's got to be an MP3. But again, this is advanced. So I'm going to stop the course for now because I've given you the key elements, and that is using the Great Discovery course platform to upload your courses, create files. There's so many different things you can do. So I hope you will start simply, keep learning, keep innovating simple solutions every day with ChatGPT networking. And really, I just absolutely love Gamma. Again, full transparency. I am an affiliate of Gamma. I haven't received a penny from Gamma. I refer people to the free account to use Gamma to create your PDF courses. Because especially if you're struggling, get unstuck, get going with Gamma, get your free course up there, get started, keep learning. It's about lifelong learning because AI is changing all the time. And I came up with this idea of like cooking, like a cooking show like this, because people are used to this. So think of it like this, cook up a course, get started, get practicing. It's all about practice, practice, practice. And there's so many things you can do with it, but I don't want to overwhelm you. I like to help people learn over time, a little bit every single day. I call it keep innovating simple solutions every day. KISS, keep it simple and straightforward. So it's a great way to create a steady eddy system that can help you generate revenue in many, many ways. And that's what we want to do, is follow the money in the era of ChatGPT with new money. So we're going to be focusing on that, even if you're a nonprofit. We talk about, which I'm developing for the AI Super Campus over the next 6 months, because my research has shown it takes about 6 months to develop a legitimate and a certified. That's what I'm going to be working on, and I'd love to network with anybody that has expertise in nonprofits, or if you've done it and you can give me some advice. I just believe in networking. Just put it out there to the world, share it, share your story, share your course, get feedback, constant, never-ending improvement, working on it. And I have a platform called the AI Super Campus. I own that, and I also post my courses on the Great Discovery AI Super Campus. I also have the AI Super Campus channel on YouTube, and I have Chat GPT Networking on Instagram with over 50,000 followers and growing. So one way or the other, I hope you will join the Great Discovery. I hope you will join me on the free AI Super Campus. I hope you will learn to love AI magazine and become a media messenger. And I hope you will expand your exposure exponentially with multimedia integration through the Love AI magazine platform. And I'd love to have you learn how to use Gamma so that you can become a contributor. And Ron Horry of FinFit Life has been working with me to become a contributor to the AI platform, AI Super Campus, Love AI Magazine. And think of it as ChatGPT as Lantern One to see the light right before you in the era of AI. And then the second light is at the top of what I call the Great Discovery Mountain. Now, ironically for me, I have a physical location in Lafayette, California called the AI Super Campus. It is a physical real estate location in affluent Lafayette. And I have a view that looks out at the top of Mount Diablo. And I am renaming it for my own fun, the Great Discovery Mountain, because it's a great metaphor of using love local networking. And we here in Lafayette can look out at Mount Diablo. That's where the second lantern is of love local networking, so that you've always got your eye like a lighthouse toward the second lantern. But what we want to do on our journey, our AI activated journey to the top of the mountain, is network and keep lighting our way with more and more AI activated media marketing messenger connections and course creators and coaches and guides and helpers. And I've had so many people help along the way that my light is shining very bright toward where I want to go. And I want to introduce you through networking to some amazing people. I want Love AI Magazine to be like the Rolling Stone magazine of the AI industry, just like Rolling Stone was such a great light for the growing music industry and the people in it and the industry. That's what I want. That's my vision for Love AI Magazine. So I hope this helps you. You don't have to do it all at once. You know, you can listen to it. I'm going to include the audio. I'm going to convert the audio to an MP3 so I can upload it to the Great Discovery. I encourage you to take it for a walk, listen to it while you're busy doing other things in your commute, enjoying time with your friends or family, and just let it sink in over time until you keep learning and learning and digesting until it really, really gives you the confidence. Because I don't care if you have the imposter syndrome. I don't care if you think you're not worthy. I don't care if you think people won't understand you. AI doesn't care. That's what I know. It will do it for you. It does understand the things that you don't understand. It will make you feel worthy. All you have to do is be willing, not worthy. You don't have to be perfect to start, but you have to start to become perfect. And you will gain the confidence, you will gain the help from ChatGPT that you may be desperately seeking, feeling lost, alone, struggling. I don't care how deep and dark a hole you've been in. I have probably been there in my life. And I have used light and friendships and networking to find my way out one step at a time from the darkness to the light. And that's what I want to help you do, no matter who you are, where you are in the world. We want to build the bridge across the great divide with kindness, no matter what spectrum you may be on. It's not too big that AI can't help us close that gap and bring each group together no matter what your politics or your religion. Let's help each other learn more about how to survive and thrive in the era of AI. For the AI Super Campus, thanks for joining me. I'm Mike Hayes. Let's continue the conversation. Register for free at the AI Super Campus right now before you forget. Thank you. Talk soon.